Welcome to Change Pace Poetry, number 24. I'm Leland Jamieson. Today we'll read 3 poems, not in any particular group, although they transpire in chronological order. The first is called Brand New Stepbrother. This took place in Venice, Florida, on the west coast, the Gulf Coast, near a jetty there at the north end of Venice. This is in memory of my brother. No doubt I'd bugged you, overplayed my hand in quiet I'd invaded. I'd finished second, you 8th grade, at a military school you hated. A hatchet in your upraised hand, a hoop and holler on your tongue, you chased me barefoot in the sand around the yard. You were high-strung. Out fishing off the Venice jetty, you caught a hook's barb in your calf. You told us as we spooned spaghetti, pushed through, barb snipped, backed out, wry laugh. As I slurped sauce, I first could feel a warmth for you in your ordeal. Now this second poem is called Boy Soprano. It takes place on a choir trip during my first year there. I won't give away any more than that. Boy Soprano. While still a child, a cherubic chap, he used to love to sing legato, to feel the gentle woodwinds wrap his soul in the warmest obligato. An old boy said, "Quick, make a will and find a razor-sharp stiletto. Your fans will always feel that thrill when you lift up your sweet falsetto." He thought he'd sleep a while on that, until his voice cracked on librettos in a distant city where they spat at kids no longer amarettos. He'd neither will nor knife nor choice. 13, too late to choose castrato, but allegro heart and basso voice swept up the girls inamorato. And this poem is called Big Beef. It takes place in Florida, where the driving age was 14 for learner's permits, and if they forgot to put restricted on your license, you even got a reprieve and could drive alone at 14 or 15. So here's the poem called Big Beef. Time was in Florida, the land of palms. A kid 15 could drive without big qualms. So I'd no fear the cops would bring me grief. Accelerating social life, no beef. The telephone, that was the big thing then that struck the fear of God in me, 'cause when I picked the phone up, called to make a date, my lungs would fail me. I would suffocate. "The number, please," the operator drawled. I, red in face, would sputter it, appalled that she should have to know my business too, on top of both our parents. Good God! Phew! The dialing telephone rolled down to 4 from 5, the curious grown-ups we forbore, which helped, although it introduced a new confusion. What it was, I had no clue. Past college, when I did my income taxes, it whacked me like a pair of two-edged axes aside the head. The numbers, they went wrong 'cause I'm dyslexic. Been so all along. That helped explain the numbers I misdialed, the lousy D in calculus I filed, and worse, when dials went digital, they turned their keypads upside down. I really burned. Big beef, the phone surmounts them all. Page 1. I used to picture hell a place to shun, congressional debate, the soul exchange, but now I muse, just dialing would derange. So those are the poems for today. Always pays to be prepared, right? I'd like to invite you to join me at jamiesonspoetry.com. You'll find there texts of all the poems that I have read on this series, Change Pace Poetry. It helps sometimes to be able to see the text as you hear the poem read, because everyone's regional pronunciation is a little different, and it helps you follow them sometimes. Also, if you're interested in writing short rhyming poems with metaphors, go there and investigate whether a new tutorial would be a resource you could find helpful. And with that said, I'll thank you for coming and wish you a great week ahead. So long.